where Japanese fight a U.S. military base with kayaks as Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe travels to the U.S. for a state visit. One Japanese island is pushing back against a new American military base. This week in Washington, Japan's Prime Minister Shinzo Abe will sit down with President Barack Obama and tell him the US-Japan military alliance is stronger than ever. In many ways, this peculiar love affair between the US and Japan, which began after one country dropped atom bombs on the other, does look pretty solid. But while Japanese people may like the protection that the US alliance brings, they don't much like the US bases and tens of thousands of personnel that come with it. Most will never get to see the 50,000 US military personnel stationed in their country. That's because most of the Americans are far away on the island of Okinawa. Okinawa makes up just 0.6% of Japan's land mass, but, as the locals will never tire of telling you, it hosts over 70% of the U.S. bases in Japan. The people of Okinawa are weary of the 70 years of semi-occupation. They have long complained of the noise and danger from U.S. planes and helicopters flying day and night. Most of all, they complain of the young men of the U.S. Marine Corps, who are seen as drunken, violent and a threat to Okinawan women. In fact, the statistics speak otherwise. The incidence of rape, murder and other crimes by American personnel in Okinawa is low, but a small number of horrific cases have done huge harm. In particular, the 1995 gang rape of a 13-year-old Okinawan schoolgirl by 4 U.S. Marines changed attitudes here dramatically. Marine base in Okinawa, out of the densely populated south of the island to a remote spot 60 kilometers away. It sounds like a good idea. The city of Okinawa will get a big chunk of land back. Its people will get to sleep at night and its daughters will no longer have to fear. But for most Okinawans, 60 kilometers is not nearly far enough.